Hi, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to kind of go over the top 30 grammar mistakes, a do-it-yourself homeschooling journal from the Thinking Tree, and this is the one that I helped create for Sarah and the Thinking Tree. So I just kind of wanted to go over it really quick. So let me just go ahead and open this. Well, here's the back. And I'll try not to bump the camera. It's like right next to me, so sometimes I bump it. Let's see if everything's in frame. So right here it says the top 30 grammar mistakes, questions, answers, examples, and then your child could put name, age, and phone number. And right here is the table of contents. Can you get that in case you want to pause to see that? So there's the top 30 grammar mistakes are at the beginning of the book. There's like right here, it says a few suggestions. You don't have to get these. I know they're not like super fun books or anything, but the Blue Book of Grammar and Punctuation, The Only Grammar Book You'll Ever Need, Basher Basics Grammar, and King Alfred's English, A History of the Language We Speak. They're just ones that I've kind of liked, but they're not like fun schooling. So just look them up on Amazon and see if that's something that you would all would like to have as a for reference. And then right here, so they'll have the question up here, how do I know when to use affect or effect? And then the answer, and sometimes the answer, it's not confusing, but it's kind of a little bit long because we're trying to explain it. So then I will go over it again, but kind of shorten it here. So, and then there's an illustration. And then on this side, it says your turn. Write a silly rhyme, sentence, or another way to help you remember the rule. So if they could just think of a different way than this to write it, or they could even copy something from over here to help them. Or if they see a sentence in their book, they could even put that in here. And then right here it says draw an illustration to describe this rule. And right here is an A with some feet, because right over here it says affect with an A is an action and is almost always a verb. So these little feet are just reminding that the A can run. So they would do that here. Like right here it says, how do I know when to use already or already? Answer, already means completely prepared. You want to emphasize that you are completely ready. Already, the one with only one L, and it's all one word, means to describe something that has happened before a certain time. And then I'll give some examples and then a illustration to go with it. So that's how all this works. And you don't have to finish this in one sitting. Maybe one day you just want to read these and then you want to come back and reread some of that and then do something on this side and then come back. Because, you know, it does take some thinking when you're trying to think of a silly rhyme, or and if they can't think of silly rhymes, new sentences are fine. Just any way to kind of to get that, have them write something about it. And then there's like these, let's take an imagination break throughout. And this is Gordon. And it says, Gordon is the captain of a boat, but he is the only member of the crew. Let's draw some teammates for him to help set sail and help them paint the boat. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read sometimes to the camera. So yeah, so that's this section. And then in the back are the how do I know. These are just some extra ones. Like this one says, how do I know when to use fourth or fourth? How do I know when to use any time or any time? And it goes on with some pages. Not too many of those, but there are. Those were like extra ones that I thought would be nice, because they are maybe not at the top 30, but they are in there. Like right here, right, or so, or so. And then here they could find and write all 23 helping verbs. And I thought it would be nice if they could find the verbs and then write them down here. And then again, they could do a jingle, a rhyme. So that way they're kind of like investigating or researching or, you know, finding them. Find and write the 8 state of being verbs. And they can also do this before they start the top 30. And then 5 rules you investigate. So here, if they have a rule that they're not sure about, then they could investigate one of their own rules. So there's some pages for that. And then copywork, it says research literature books at home or in the library to find excerpts using the 30 rules and copy those paragraphs in this section. So I thought they could use that for right along with these. So like if they're doing how do you know when to use its or its, they could go and look in their books and find those words being used and copy them here. So that way they're using the words correctly by copying it from one of their books. So that's what these pages are for. And I wanted the copywork in the same book as their grammar, so you're not having to have a binder with copywork, a binder with something else, or different journals. It'd all be in one. So that was my goal here, because I have with my kids, it's hard to with all the different papers. I thought it would just be nicer just to have it all in one space, and that's why we have the copy work in the back. And then right here, it's write your own stories. I think I kind of went too far. Okay, so right here there's 29 creative writing pages using your grammar knowledge. Using this picture as your writing prompt, write a story using one or more of the 30 grammar rules. So they have these illustrations that Sarah, some of these are on the other covers. I think actually most of these are on covers, although I haven't seen that one. That one's really cute. So they can write a story about this. They can describe it. They can give names, things like that. So that's what these pages are for. And then lastly, they could write their own story or short stories here. So again, so that way they could just have it all in one book. So when they want to write a story, they can come and get this book, and then they have their rules, and everything's in one book. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, please put them below. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all have a great day.